Welcome back to NeoEnglish, the podcast where you learn real English fast, so you can talk about what's happening around the world.
Today, we have a very interesting news story. It's about a man in the United Kingdom, also known as the UK, who hurt himself in an unusual way by trying not to sneeze.
That's right. This story is both surprising and useful for learning new English words. We'll make everything clear for you.
So, here's what happened. The man was in his 30s and driving his car. He had hay fever. Do you know what hay fever is?
Hay fever is when you sneeze, have a runny nose, or itchy eyes because of pollen in the air. For example, I get hay fever every spring, or she takes medicine for hay fever.
So, because he had hay fever, he felt a sneeze coming. But he tried to stop his sneeze. To suppress means to stop something from happening. For example, he suppressed his laugh in class, or she tried to suppress her anger.
Exactly. So, the man tried to suppress or stop his sneeze by closing his mouth and nose tight. But then, he felt a sharp pain in his throat.
Sadly, the pain was because his windpipe had a small tear. The windpipe is another word for the tube in your throat that carries air to your lungs. In science, it's called the trachea.
Ouch! A tear is when something rips or breaks a little, like paper or a muscle. In this news, his windpipe had a tear. For example, there's a tear in my shirt, or she has a muscle tear from running.
This is a rare complication. Rare means it does not happen often. Complication means a new problem. So, a rare complication is a problem that almost never happens. Two simple sentences: snow is rare in my city, and she had a complication after surgery.
Doctors say that most people don't hurt themselves when they sneeze. But if you try to suppress a sneeze, it can be risky or dangerous.
That's right. The doctors helped the man, and he's okay now. But they warned people, don't try to hold back a sneeze. Let your body do it.
Hold back is a phrase that means stop yourself from doing something. For example, he can't hold back his laughter. Or, she tried to hold back tears.
So, to sum up, the news story is, a man in the UK tried to stop a sneeze because of hay fever. He was driving, suppressed the sneeze, and got a rare tear in his windpipe. Doctors treated him, and now he's better. But don't hold back sneezes. It's not safe.
Let's go over the important vocabulary and phrases.
Suppress, stop something from happening. Example, she suppressed a yawn. Hay fever, an allergy to pollen. Example, he has hay fever. Windpipe, the tube in your throat for breathing. Example, air goes down your windpipe. Tear, a small rip or break. Example, there's a tear in my scarf. Rare, does not happen often. Example, it's rare to see a rainbow. Complication, a problem, especially in health. Example, there was a complication after the operation. Hold back, to try not to do something. Example, don't hold back your smile.
Let's tell the story again in a different way to help you remember. A man in his 30s was driving in the UK. He had hay fever, so he needed to sneeze, but he wanted to suppress it and closed his nose and mouth. Suddenly, he had pain in his throat. It turned out his windpipe had a tear, a very rare complication. Doctors said he got better after treatment and reminded everyone not to hold back sneezes.
It's simple. If you need to sneeze, let it out. Suppressing a sneeze can cause rare but serious problems.
Thanks for joining us today on NeoEnglish. Remember, if you want to keep learning English with real news, you can subscribe to our podcast and never miss a daily story.
See you next time and keep practicing.